My name's Marcus Roberts. My business is Augusta Lawn Care Services of Redmond, Washington.
Yo! Good job.
My name is Dujan with Green Glow Gardens out in New Jersey.
My name's Nick Reed. I'm the owner success manager over here at Augusta.
Eddie Moreno, GM at Troops Mowing.
Yeah, I'm Zach Defy. I'm the operations manager for the Mike Andy's Media Team.
Media team! Jesus, dude. Please say your name and what you do.
Mike Andes, and I cut grass.
You make grass short.
That's right, that's right.
Day 2, the Blue Collar Summit. We got some brand new Augusta hoodies. We got black ones because we're sick, and we obviously have this. I can't remember if we had it yesterday, but Day 2, we're gonna keep asking people. A lot of people in the first day kind of said that they were looking for like the next unlock in the business, this and that. They just want to increase revenue. Some people are just here to like make more connects and stuff. You know, we'll see what we can get out of people today, and we'll be right back.
So can I get your name and business?
Yeah, Eddie Moreno, GM at Troops Mowing.
Okay, so you're a general manager?
Yes, sir. Year 2 going on right now.
Year 2, how was year 1?
Year 1 was bumpy. Where I lacked in a lot was sales. So what I'm learning right now is you have to follow up, and these cross sales that Mike Andes is talking about is going to be very important. So if I have to give any advice to anyone, is sales. Tackle the sales. Sales.
Great. And then in Mike's keynote yesterday about GM, like what they're supposed to do in every day, how the pay structure should be implemented. What were your thoughts on that?
I thought that was amazing. I mean, I already love what he implements already, and how Troops Mowing already takes that with P4P and how they do our salary. I think it's absolutely amazing. I mean, I can't touch on anything else on it, dude. I love it.
Great. How much did you guys do last year?
We did close to 1 million. I think we were just shy of between 960 and 970, so we're almost there.
That's insane. So this year's gonna be past 1 million.
We're getting there. We're getting past 1.5, dude. We're getting there.
1.5, great. How many people do you guys have working?
Right now we have about 5 employees aside from us right now. So going into my second location, I hope to have at least 3 other employees and 2 more trucks.
Holy shit, so big goals for 2025. What are they?
Sir, hey, 500,000. 500,000 is the goal. I did 167 this year due to my struggles in the beginning, but 500,000 would be the goal. Foot's on the pedal all the way.
Dude, amazing. Appreciate it, Eddie.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Can you please state your name and your business?
My name's Marcus Roberts. My business is Augusta Lawn Care Services of Redmond, Washington.
Redmond, Washington. How much did you do last year?
Last year in revenue, we did 450,000 in revenue.
Insane. And what are you expecting to get out of conference so far, day 2?
Day 2, I took we really dived into the numbers deeply. So I was able to take a lot of key performance indicators, like the actual metrics you should be tracking in your business, and that's really helped me a lot so far. I'll keep those in mind, and I'll use that to grow this year.
Insane. And what are some of your goals for 2025?
2025 is to grow up to $800,000 in revenue and get a team of between 8 and 11 guys, all be completed out of the field, and then to appoint a general manager.
Insane. And what do you think is going to be your biggest bottleneck in order to reach that goal?
Biggest bottleneck is just me building systems, making sure that the team is ready to go without me, because I can't always be in the field now. So that's going to be the hard part.
And you think you're going to get through it?
I think so.
Insane. Thank you very much, Marcus.
Absolutely.
I love that. It's amazing.
So the thing about day 2 is that it was pretty much a full day workshop with Mike, right? We went over numbers, we used our P&Ls, he taught us the cures to solve Q4 collapse, and it was just like straight business for that whole day. So we didn't actually get to do a lot of interviews, but that's okay. But what we did get in day 2 is we got 2 good mini interviews, one with the Troops Mowing GM and then the other one with Marcus over at Redmond. So that's worth something. You'll see that we combined day 2 and day 3 here, just for simplicity's sake. Honestly, day 2 just didn't have enough content in it to make it a full video, but I still wanted you guys to see what was said and all the stuff that we talked about. But I might do a little deeper dive into day 2 and what was actually taught at a later time, but let's keep going with day 3.
So we're here, day 3, Blue Color Summit. We're gonna keep trying to interview more people, get a little more business owners. So let's see who we can find. Can we please get your name and business?
My name is Dujan with Green Glow Gardens out in New Jersey.
Gringo Gardens out in New Jersey. How much revenue did you guys do last year?
So this year I did about 17,000. This is year number 2 in the business, and I came here to figure out how to scale.
Great. And what are some goals that you achieved in 2024?
In 2024, I got to see that my process worked. I run a fully organic fertilizer company, biologically based, and I had a couple clients that I put down a few signs in the yard. I was like, hey, let me put some signs down. I'll do the labor. You just buy the material. And by doing that, I got a little bit of free advertising. But what I was really after is to systemize my process and to see that by putting down these biologicals, putting down this compost, putting down the homemade ferments that I'm making at the house, and the dry amendments, what really happens. So we had a drought in New Jersey, and I did work at my massage therapist's house. And out of all the lawns in the neighborhood, everybody else's lawns fried out, and they followed my process, allowed me to do my work, and we had one of the greenest lawns on the block.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
So you do organic fertilizing?
Yep, fully organic, no chemicals, no pesticides. I make a majority of my liquid amendments. I make them. The dry amendments I purchase in bulk, and the compost I get from a nursery across the street. But what I focus on is craft compost. So if you were to take the compost that I'm making at my house or my office and put it under the microscope, you can see the fungi, the bacteria, the bacillus. You can see all the critters that make soil go alive in that compost.
Dude, that's amazing. How'd you come up with all this?
So I have a background in cannabis. I come from an agriculture family. I grew up on the island of Dominica watching my grandfather grow food to raise his family. So since I've been a child, I understand what organic produce has done for my immune system as an asthmatic person. I ended up moving to California 5 years ago to follow my passion in growing cannabis. And my first farm was on a conventional farm where we used a typical NPK program to feed the plants. And I realized that when the water was leaching out from the plants, the damage that it was causing to the environment. And from there, I got paid out the first year. So no, second year when I was working, I got paid out. I quit my job. I took a risk on myself. I took a bet on myself. I took my first regenerative soil class, and I met up with Chris Trump, the Korean natural farming teacher of the United States, a well-known guy, and he became a mentor and a teacher of mine and taught me how to make my own ferments. And I was able to grow superior cannabis at a low cost.
Wow, insane. What are some goals that you have for 2025?
2025, I would like to hit 40,000 in revenue because it's me by myself in one truck. I would like to use some of the techniques that I found here, more, better. And then I think it was cure number 3. I like to focus on those 2 cures for this coming season. And then once I have that systemized, then I could scale up to, 40,000 to 80,000, and I could start doubling as the years go on.
Interesting, dude. I'm pretty sure you will. You have your head on your shoulders. I really like it. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate it, man.
All right, brother.
Thank
Have
you.
a good day.
You too. Later. You too. Can you please say your name and what you do?
Mike Andes, and I cut grass.
You make grass short.
That's right. That's right.
Perfect. You make grass short over 170 locations.
I don't know. The owners do.
Perfect. And what do you expect out of conference? Like when you do conference each year, you have a set goal. What was the goal for it this year?
The major goal is just to get the community together. Everyone here is supporting me and the businesses, so bringing everyone together is super fun. And so that's the goal. That's the ultimate goal. Obviously, there's business reasons, and I want to be able to speak to all of the owners, and we have to do that anyways. So it's let's have fun and make it somewhat enjoyable along the way is the goal.
Great, perfect. And what are some of the big goals that you have for Augusta Nation for 2025?
Make sure that Ricardo makes $1 million business, has a couple locations, makes a lot of money. That's the goal.
Yes, sir. Perfect. And when it comes to Copilot, what are some of the goals for Copilot?
Make sure that Ricardo is able to make $1 million business and doesn't have any problems or bugs, and he's able to crush it.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And when you're doing the turnarounds, how many turnarounds are you expecting to do this year?
We'll probably do at least 30, probably 40. We're going to try to really cram them in this year. Maybe we might get to 50. We'll see.
My 50. Perfect. And if you had one advice for someone that's starting out in the lawn care industry, what would it be?
I'd probably say to figure out if you're strong at sales, operations, and admin, and then as you scale past 800,000, if you're going to realize you're going to have to hire someone else, and I just go after which of those 3 are you most deficient in, or you don't like, and then hire for that role.
Interesting. Thank you very much, Mike.
You got it, man. You got it, man.
Can you tell me your name and what you do?
What's up, Ricardo? My name's Nick Reed. I'm the owner success manager over here at Augusta.
Perfect. And what are some of the struggles that you had in 2024 being the owner success manager?
Being completely new to the role and not having a mentor and someone that has done it before me. So kind of building the role from the start and basically starting with my skill levels here, and what was required of me was up here. So basically I spent all year trying to close that gap, and I'm finally at a point where it's sort of equalized so that my skills can increase far beyond what I'm actually responsible for.
Interesting. And how did this role come to be? Because I know it's a very new role.
Oh yeah, it's a great question. Our man Lee Park, just work hard, grind, take it all on. He's doing all the coaching, he was doing all the sales, he was doing all the legal, everything for the franchise, and it got to the point where it was far beyond his capacity and something had to give. So that's when basically I got the calls like, hey man, can you come in? Can you help out? And yeah, that's what I did.
Perfect. And then what are some of the goals that you have for 2025?
2025, do everything that I did last year 100 times better. Basically, my goal is just to serve owners at the highest level, build more systems around the coaching program, make sure that the coaching that we're giving is super dialed in. All the new owners, such as yourself, that we're onboarding, I want that process dialed in. Even after your training cohort, the next one, we tighten that up so much, our 6-week calls. So yeah, super dialed in. Basically, my focus is just becoming the best version of myself every single day, 1% better, because at the end of a year, if you do that and that's your focus every day, you're 365% better than you were a year prior. So I like that math.
Oh, that's insane. So you talk to a lot of owners, a lot of new locations, a lot of people that transfer their brands over to Augusta, such as myself. But what would you think are like one of the maybe 3 main qualities that lets you know that this person's gonna work out in Augusta?
Well, they made it through Lee. That's number one, right? I think the 3 main qualities. One, obviously, when they're transitioning brands, they care a lot about their customers. And I guess a counterexample would be the people that are just trying to make money and they view it as kind of a get rich quick. The people that really buy into the mission and how we conduct ourselves at Augusta, what we're trying to do for the industry, how we treat our clients, how we have positive business practices, and how we treat our team members. People that really buy into those things, they're the ones that truly succeed. They're the ones that obviously stick with Augusta and add to the culture. So I don't know if that answered your question specifically, but
it did.
Yeah,
it did. Perfect. And what are some bottlenecks that you're foreseeing for 2025?
Bottlenecks?
Yes.
For the franchise as a whole, or for owners?
For yourself in your role.
I don't see any bottlenecks. I don't see any bottlenecks because I think I'm so well within my capacity on all the things that I'm responsible for.
That's fair.
But bottlenecks for the franchise, I would say, is general managers, and we're putting in a lot of training and effort around facilitating more support around that, so that we can make this more of a turnkey solution to where people can put money in and trust us to train and manage their general managers, and then they take more of the passive investor role, which is ultimately the goal.
Great. And so we have our first executive model coming in soon. Jordan, yeah, I talked to him. He's a cool guy. He's a cool, really cool guy. So what are some systems in place that have been placed? Because it was Hutch that was first kind of, I guess, pre-executive model, right, with the 5 locations that Mike sold to him. So Jordan coming in with the actual set systems. How do you think he's going to manage those throughout the next years? Because I know he doesn't have to do it all at once. He has like 18 months, I think it was, to do all 6 of them. How can you support him and his future general managers to make sure that he doesn't have to close any locations at all throughout the time that he needs?
That's a great question. I think it comes down a lot to the individual's personal capacity. Okay. And the thing about personal capacity is everyone has one that's different. Yours might be higher than mine might be higher than the next guy's. So we don't know what that looks like until the person hits the ground and gets started. So you think of someone like Jordan, new to the industry, completely taking this on from the ground ground, there's going to be a huge ramp up. And what's going to allow that ramp up to be as short as possible is his personal capacity. And obviously he's going to leverage his decades of experience in other industries, bring that in. So I think personal capacity is going to be the huge bottleneck. Other than that, we're going to use all the same systems. It's basically copy and paste, but yeah, I think that's going to be the limiting factor, and that's obviously not something that I'm able to determine. But on paper, everything looks great. But you know how it is. You know, you get in there, you start operating, guys don't show up, things don't go according to plans. Like, all right, we got to pivot. So yeah, I think that's how it'll go. But I know Jordan specifically, very intelligent. He's very high up in the previous industry that he was in. So I think he's going to do great from the number side of things. But I think just the sheer difficulty of this industry will probably catch him off guard. But at the same time, he has people such as myself, the other coaches, and he'll receive obviously lots of time and attention and support to make sure he's successful.
Nick Reed, thank you very much. I appreciate you, man.
Appreciate it, brother.
Thank you, man. Yeah. Can we get your name and what you do, please?
Yeah, I'm Zach Defy. I'm the operations manager for the Mike Andy's Media Team.
Media team. He's the one that gets all the cool shots, all the cool turnarounds. So Zach, tell me, how did the whole turnaround come about?
So we were out, me, Mike, and Steven, and we had done a little bit of coaching beforehand. We had done business boot camp. We had done the zero turn coaching, and we were like, we really need to get Mike out into the field to help business owners, and that's what he really wants to do. So we were like, how do we turn that into a video? And honestly, like a lot of inspiration from like Bar Rescue and stuff, and the Profit to try to like figure out a format for us to get out and like help as many business owners as we can. So by finding one struggling business owner, able to share their story and help so many other people that weren't able to or willing to open up like that.
Interesting. And if I remember correctly, you started out in the field with Mike.
No, actually, I got hired to be a TikTok editor. So
TikTok editor.
There, I just started doing graphic design, built lawn care web design and stuff, and then yeah, slowly we built a team underneath us, and now we're doing this.
So what does it take to manage a media team?
Organization. It is chaos. There's a lot of moving parts from web design to graphic design to supporting the franchise. So organization and key like A players, like everyone on the media team is a rock star, and that like without them, like there is no media. Like it's awesome.
It's insane. How many cameras do you guys have at this point?
4. I think we have 4, maybe 3, but yeah, well utilized. Asset utilization. We're not buying more cameras than we need, even if Francis wants to.
Dude, and what's kind of how do you guys build storylines around the turnarounds? Because like, you start out with like the bad, maybe some good, and then like build up from there. How do you guys like sit down and build like maybe a script or something for Mike to say, or how does that go?
Yeah, so a lot of the times I'm calling these owners ahead of time to hear their story, to try to find the pieces that they might be struggling with. And then, we define the low moment that they're going through, like really break it down, like what is rock bottom? And then we show the journey walking them back up to the actionable steps to actually change their business. Like what can they do today that will make an impact tomorrow? And that's how we build their story.
Okay, interesting. And a lot of business owners don't go into the turnarounds just because maybe they're camera shy or they're scared of judgment and stuff. What would you tell them? What would be a piece of advice that you would give them?
Well, it's terrifying. So, I mean, like, it's terrifying. It's really hard. Mike is going to be brutally honest with you, and when it comes out on the YouTube channel, it is going to be hard to watch. But the amount of impact you have in the community is astronomical. Like, people are watching your videos and, like, coming through tears because they can relate to your story so well. We see it time and time again. Like, there's so many turnaround business owners here and business boot camp business owners, and, like, they are the ones that people are gravitating towards because they are the ones changing the level of professionalism in the industry just by sharing their stories and sharing what they're going through. So,
and if you could summarize what the media team stands for in one short sentence, what would it be?
We are changing the level of the professionalism in the industry.
In the industry. Thank you very much, Zach.
Yeah, dude, always good to chat with you.
And so after day 3, we had an Augusta only event at Topgolf, which was pretty fun. I'll show some footage, but it was pretty fun. Overall, the experience that we had at Blue Color Summit, I think, was a really good one. Step up from last year, definitely. Content wise, obviously, I think last year we probably had a little more variety of people, but there was other home services business at a Blue Club Summit, so that was great. And then, yeah, I mean, just went with the boys. Had a fun time, had a business time. And after Topgolf, all we really did was head over to the airport and do what we do over there, go back home. And so we'll show a little bit of that and we'll catch up after.
So, we are at Topgolf, as you can see. I'm here to show off my swings, the swings that I don't have. We're about to meet up with the rest of Augusta Nation. It's 6 p.m. and I'm starving. So we got Jocko drink. I don't know why I'm gonna drink when I'm starving, but hey man, we do what we do here. We have some fellow Augustanese. Hey guys, how we doing? Good? Good. Oh, good. Thank you, man. So, yeah, we're gonna go upstairs and we're gonna have some fun. We got Banana Man. Yes, sir. Yo. What's up? What's up, guys? How you doing? How you doing? You good? Good. This is how you hit a golf. Now, mind you, back in my day, I used to be a pro. Maybe if I can hit it. That went long. Number two. Let's see.
And so that's the video. Thank you very much for watching. Appreciate you guys. We will be dropping, I think, 2 different interviews for myself, and then we also have 1 interview with the Moblogo crew for Straight Lawns. So stay tuned for that. Great things coming out, and until next time, see you guys.